Hi folks, it's Finn. Today I am 7 weeks post-op from stage 1 of phalloplasty. I didn't post last week. I was just a bit fed up last week. I have updated my Tumblr with pictures and so forth, so you can find that here. But I just had a bit of a meh week really. I think it's all just getting a bit kind of monotonous now really, and I'm just fed up of it all and I just want it all to be well again really. I mean, I'm healing really well and I'm really pleased about how things are going. I think what's going to happen is I've got better enough to want to do stuff, but I'm actually not well enough to do the stuff I want to do. I've just started uni again after a break, and it just feels all too much at the moment. I just wanted to pull the duvet over my head this week and just say no, I just don't want to know. I think as long as I kind of knew that I had nothing to do and I could just lay there, it was fine. But now it's like, right, come on, we need to start getting ourselves back into a routine. I'm just feeling a bit rebellious and not really wanting to do any of it. But I do keep reminding myself that I'm only 7 weeks post-op, so actually that's absolutely okay. So what's happened then? Let's catch you up to date. Last time I did a video, I'd been to London and they hadn't flushed me, and I was really frustrated and confused as was going to happen. But last week that was done. Firstly, last week on the Tuesday I went and had my arm redressed. It's looking fantastic. Again, some of the pictures here. Absolutely beautiful looking skin underneath the scab. It's all kind of like drying up now, and there's just like big cracks in between where the skin's showing, so that's really, really, really positive. Everything else is kind of healed and sealed. The incision that had come undone on the top of my phallus, it's got one tiny area of scab now, but apart from that it's flat and healed. The kind of a few little weepy areas there, here and there, are just pretty much okay. All the bum incisions now are completely sealed and fine. There's one area just on the side of my groin testicle area that's still a bit kind of open and weepy when things get a bit hot. But all in all, that's absolutely great. So walking's been a lot easier because it's all at the delicate stage now rather than painful. It's just delicate. It really is delicate. I'm letting the phallus swing free now, which is really, really nice and quite bizarre. So that feels good, and I know I've lost the worry of it falling off. I'm convinced now that it is there to stay. It's not going to fall off. But yeah, it's just quite strange to just like let him hang. So there's been a bit of a Boxer Saga going on this week. I'm trying to find a pair of boxers that adequately support. I've tried to find boxers that have got like a pouch shape there, because the ones that just, if this is making sense, the boxers that just got flapped material, he's having to bulge out through, obviously, where the ones with a pouch are kind of supporting him better. So I've been on a bit of a mission to find pants. And I've actually found some now by Andrew Christian that have got a little pouch in them, so I can actually put Finn Jr. in the pouch so he's supported a bit more. Because obviously the swelling is still going up and down there. Some days he's quite soft and some days he gets very swollen again. So at the moment I just need to protect him, and also because I can't really feel him, I want him protected so that I know he's not squashed or the seams of the pants aren't doing him any damage. It'd be quite nice when I can feel, just for that kind of reassurance, because I mean, even sitting here every now and again I check, is he okay, am I sitting on him, whatever, just making sure he's alright. Right, so then Friday was London, and this time I saw Fiona, who was really, really lovely. I'm not saying Karen wasn't, but Fiona seemed to know exactly what was happening and when it should happen and all of this. She answered loads of questions. And most importantly for me, she flushed through the phallus, which I was really concerned about because Mr. Christopher said it should happen from 4 weeks, and it didn't happen with Karen. So I was getting a bit anxious that, it might be blocked in there. But it wasn't. She used made my eyes water just looking at it, long catheter tube. It's not very thick, just like your average catheter tube. And basically she had to then just put it down the head of the phallus, and at the moment, because I'm not, my urethral tube isn't hooked up, basically the urethral tube at the moment goes through the phallus and then just comes out by my D-dick. So she had to push the catheter through until it eventually popped out the bottom. Now I've got no sensation there, which is a really good job actually. So it didn't hurt, but it just felt really weird as she was pushing, and she's proper, and I was like, wow. But yeah, that all went through fine. It did have a little pop at the end. She said it probably had narrowed a little bit, but they've obviously pushing that through, sorted that out, so that's fine. And then I have to do the same thing at home, but with this, which is just like a syringe. So just normal kind of water whenever I'm in the shower, in the bath, I just fill that up and then put the nozzle down the head of the penis and then just kind of gently push water through to flush it through. And oh my word, just doing it a couple of times on that Friday has made such a difference. And then over the weekend up till now, Monday, it's just incredible the difference it's made, because that smell that was kind of there is gone now, which is so lovely. That was really distressing for me. You know, I'm clean. I don't like to feel minging, and when you're sat with people and you can kind of smell this smell coming off you, so that's got rid of that now, which is really, really lovely. So thank goodness for syringes and flushing. I was going to do, she didn't say this, but I was going to do it with salt water just to clean things through, but then I thought it might dry it out. So I'm only bathing with really gentle products at the moment. I'm using a baby bath at the moment, so before I get in the bath I just use that water that's got the baby bath in it to flush through, so it's gentle but it's cleaning. And yeah, it's working fine, so I'm just going to do that at the moment twice a day for the next kind of few weeks, and then probably just once a day. And I'll have to keep doing that until I have the urethral tube hooked up at stage 2, which should be kind of in the new year, hopefully at some point. So the other good thing she told me was that I could have a bath, and anyone who's my friend knows how much I love baths, so that's been really awesome. I've just been having a really nice soak every day, doing the flushing and then just soaking in there, and that's made a real difference as well. Someone asked me a question of which I don't know the answer to. They asked whether with a cis male penis there's a kind of urethral cut-off to stop water going in that way, so it's only one way. So with us trans guys, without that cut-off, does it mean that eventually, when I'm all sealed up, that water could effectively flow into my bladder from showers and baths? I'm really not sure, so I'm going to find out about that, because obviously I swim as well, so you know, if I'm going to get bladder infections by water going the wrong way, I'd like to know about that. Maybe it's a case you have to wear condoms when swimming or what have you. I don't know, but I'm going to find out. Another exciting thing that happened on Friday was that I was told I can pretty much get rid of the sling now. Around the house I've been not wearing it and just kind of like moving it, just the fingers. I can't do too much. I mean, I can grip now and it's fine. There are just certain positions with the hand that that hurt a little. But she said when you're out you probably want to wear it for protection, but indoors just take it off. But do keep elevating. This week, as you can see, it's still quite swollen. It seems to go up and down, so I'm trying to elevate it more, but rather than hanging it from the sling, I've created kind of a stack of pillows and then using a V cushion on the top of it that kind of like supports my hand upright, so it keeps it there. So I'm kind of doing a bit of uni work and then sitting down and elevating my arm for half an hour and then repeat like that. Because at night now I'm trying to just do the same thing, support it up, but not in the sling, because I think I said that I was getting like a trapped nerve here, and that's gone now from letting go of the sling and just propping it, so that's good. And the most exciting thing is that I can now get the scabs off. I'm allowed to soak the arm in salt water and then let the scabs come off. So it might need redressing after that. She said if there's some kind of like open areas it will need to be redressed, but if it's not, then great. So on Tuesday before the practice nurse I'm going to give it a soak and get that scab off, and then take my arm to the district nurse, take me and my arm to the practice nurse, and then she can have a look and decide whether it should be redressed. But so yeah, it won't be in this very much longer. It will just come out of this. Once the scabs are gone, I can keep it undressed and just put a tube grip on for protection, which is really, really exciting. So what I'm going to do tomorrow before I go to the practice nurse is I'm going to film all that. I'm going to make a really gross video about me getting the scabs off my arm. So be warned for that. So yeah, now, I mean, it's just a case of all of this getting less delicate downstairs and getting this working again. But, you know, it's coming there. There's certain movements that are difficult. I can rotate the wrist. I can make a fist, but it feels quite weak. Ow, I can't do that, apparently. Kind of like pointing the fingers is quite hard work. I can touch, even not looking, I can do that now. But it is just kind of getting the fingers straight and then there. But if you watch your tendons in your other hand when you move them, you can see how deep these tendons move. And if you think I've had like nerves and arteries taken out of there and they've messed about with the tendons, it's no wonder. So it's just I'm gradually just going through every range of movement, just really gently, as often as I think about it, and trying to straighten, because I don't know if you can see, I'm not quite getting this straight. It's almost there, but not quite. Let's see if I stand up. That's about as much as I can do. It's not quite there yet, but it's getting there. But you see, doing all that makes it quite blue, so it's a balance between giving it some movement, but then relaxing it again. One strange thing I've noticed, I don't know if it's going to come up on the camera, let's have a look. I seem to be getting a ridiculous amount of hair that sticks up here compared to this hand. I don't know if this is showing. Right, there's this hand. Can I do it that way? I don't know what that's all about. I did post it on Facebook because it's fascinating me. Honestly, it's just really thick black hair that's proper like sticking up all along that bit of my hand, and my finger and across there. I have got some on that hand, and I know at different stages of testosterone I've had things that have grown more in one place than the other, but this is quite amazing. So I don't know what that's all about. I had this theory with a friend that maybe it's because they've put my bum hair on my arm, and so it's now like causing my hand to grow kind of like bum hair. Who knows? But anyway, that is pretty much it for this week's update. More detailed updates, of course, on my Tumblr. And I will update tomorrow after I do this video of me getting rid of scabs, which I can't wait. I'm so excited about that. Yes. Right, if you want to contact me for anything, want to chat about anything, if I can help, if there's something you want me to do a video about, find my Facebook blog page and send me a message on there. It's much easier to interact with people on there, and it's really quite nice when people come and say hello, so do that. Do that. Right, thanks for watching everybody. Hope you're all well, and I will talk to you soon.